Car number 44 looking for the green flag and the start of the Sportsman feature. John Searles Jr. gets on the gas, up through the gearbox, and into turn number 1 they go, and it's Searles out front. Into the second spot, Walt Hovey in the 16 gets into Searles. They're 3 wide for the race lead heading for turn 3.
Jim Procaccini has moved into 4th, but the action is at the front. Searles trying to hold on to charge of Sean Curtis. Here comes Curtis, he moves into the lead.
Curtis in the outside lane, Searles on the inside lane. Hovey in 3rd, again, wants to make it 3 wide down the back straightaway. Norman Root and Adam Smith get together for a position just inside of the top 10. The caution is out though. Caution flag, possibly debris out on the speedway.
Well, a frantic first lap here, and while we have a break in the action, we want to remind you fans, there's a greater, because he's always watching racing videos, and now we're going to watch it live as our pace car has left the premises and taking center stage, our drivers in the Sportsman division.
John Searles Jr. to lead the field off of turn number 4. Sean Curtis to his outside. Then it's Walt Hovey and Jim Procaccini in the green light off of turn 4. The field rumbles back to turn number 1. Top 6 break away from the rest of the pack. Being led by John Searles off of turn number 2. Curtis hanging tough in the outside lane. Walt Hovey, Procaccini side by side for the 3rd spot, with Roger Perry rounding out the top 5 off of turn number 4. Chasko a little out of shape in the corner. That's Ray Downing rather into turn number 4. He's okay. Back to turn 2.
And it is still Searles and Curtis battling it out. Curtis may have a little more pizzazz on the outside groove. They bounce their way into turn 4, and we have a new leader, but Curtis goes sideways, so does Searles, and they both hang on.
Searles, nice save off of turn number 4. Same for Sean Curtis, who's now the race leader. Searles not done yet over in turn number 2. He's still out of shape. He and Walt Hovey come together. Hovey gets the outside wall. Everybody's going to stack in. And we'll go under the caution flag here in a hurry.
I believe that's Norm Root Jr. in car number 80 that made contact with Walt Hovey's car. They came at it like two cymbals, Johnny Searles and Walt Hovey, and then he was really clipped upon the entrance of the backstretch.
We had a tire come loose on turn number 2. It has managed to make its way all the way off turn number 4.
Boy, that tire has more miles on it than your VCR.
They'll come to a stop here on the front straightaway.
Or maybe not.
In for a pit stop. Ed Gertch also involved, has come to rest up in turn number 4 in the 83 car. A hard hit on the back straightaway. Walt Hovey got into the outside guardrail first. He and John Searles came together off of turn number 2 while racing for 3rd. Hovey got in the guardrail, spun sideways, and cars behind him could not get around safely and have a mess on the backstretch.
The seats for that one, though, were planted early when both our co-leaders went scrambling sideways out of the turn, Sean Curtis and Johnny Searles, and the aftermath was felt by Hovey in turn number 2.
So under the caution, 3 laps complete on the Budweiser Bud Light scoreboard. It shows 17 to go. Sean Curtis, now Roger Perry in 2nd, Procaccini in 3rd, and Dwayne Dorr unofficially rounding out the...
It's a standard equipment for me. It's great to have as our pace car has departed. And that can mean only one thing. We're ready to go racing again at Waterford Speedbowl. Curtis has the lead. The green flag is out, and it's Curtis getting the jump on Roger Perry. But in the neighborhood, Jim Procaccini looking tough, along with Dwayne Dorr.
Double wide to turn 2 and down the back straightaway with Procaccini and Dorr still side by side for the 3rd spot. At the front of the field, it's Sean Curtis inching out Roger Perry for the top spot off of turn number 4. Down to the line, it's Curtis to complete lap 4 out front. Perry in 2nd, Procaccini and Dwayne Dorr in 3rd and 4th. Give Dorr the 3rd spot, Procaccini in 4th, and a lead change up front.
And it's Roger Perry taking advantage of the inside hole as he spurts into 1st. Dropping back is Curtis and trying to take over 2nd, and he does by a centimeter, is Dwayne Dorr in car number 15.
Dwayne Dorr to the inside of Sean Curtis for the spot. Dorr gets the position away from Sean Curtis, who slips into 3rd. Adam Smith in 4th, Procaccini in 5th, and it's Jay Wozniak in the 6th spot in car number 28, followed by the 42 next in line.
So a pair of orange cars as they go 3 wide. Procaccini joins Lou Stoughton and John Puglisi, and Procaccini had to back out of it as he is backpedaling on the track. And now look at Adam Smith, the yellow 95 car, trying to get around Sean Curtis and move into third. Can he do it?
Dead even at the stripe between Smith and Sean Curtis. They gave it to Adam Smith that time by just by an inch.
Adam Smith, we told you how consistent he has been in 2002, and this is just another typical race for him. Car gets sideways. It is a 28 of Wozniak, but he made a pretty able recovery.
Wozniak gathers it back in and will settle behind Lou Stoughton, car number 9, down the back straightaway in the 6th spot. Puglisi in 7th in the 43. As they run single file amongst the front 3, battle for 4th between Curtis and Lou Stoughton, back to turn number 2.
He finished 3rd last week. The Moose trying to do better than that as he takes off down the backstretch. There's still a lot of track distance separating him and our leader, Roger Perry, as he swings off turn 4. It's been a joyride so far for the man in car number 36.
Halfway home, 10 down, 10 to go. Feature winner this year, Tom Silva in the 31, off the pace in the back straightaway. That car will head behind the infield wall over on the back stretch. Tough break for Silva out here at halfway. Off of turn 4, Roger Perry continues to lead with 9 laps to go. Dwayne Dorr up to 2nd in the 15. Car goes spinning to the infield. It's the 1 of Frank Greco to bring out the caution flag. Looked like he might have kicked up a lot of dirt, which put the caution flag out. So for safety's sake, we'll slow the field. Number 3, point leader Joe Mancini, Dave Zemke, row 4. Jay Wozniak to the inside of the 5th lane with 9 laps remaining, and the green flag this time.
So they approach the flag stand. Hank Scarpo waves a green, and taking advantage of the situation is Roger Perry as he reestablishes himself in front.
Greco goes around again in turn number 3 in the restart, as does John Searles in the 44 will stay green. Adam Smith did not come up to speed in the 95 and lost about 4 spots on the restart as the field exits turn number 4 down to complete lap number 12. Perry at the point, Dwayne Dorr 2nd, Lou Stoughton in 3rd, single file back to 2.
And keep an eye on our point leader, Joe Mancini in car number 74, as he's moved all the way to 4th place, 1 notch ahead of the 43 and John Puglisi. As they bombard their way out of the 4th turn, it's still Roger Perry, the drum major of the parade.
John Puglisi having a good run here tonight in the 5th spot in car number 43. Dave Zemke now takes over the 6th spot. Adam Smith trying to gain some ground back that he lost on the restart 3 laps ago. He's in 7th, a side-by-side battle with the 18 of Phil Smith. Off turn 4, challenge for 2nd is on the front stretch.
Dave Zemke, remember, he started the night only 2 points off the point lead, so he wants to get as close to Mancini as he can, but right now the 43 of Puglisi is in between the top 2 in points, Joe Mancini and Dave Zemke.
Lou Stoughton's going to take 2nd away from Dwayne Dorr. Here comes Mancini into the 4th spot, Puglisi in 5th. They'll single file off of turn number 2 behind the race leader, Dwayne Dorr. Dorr's opened it up, make that Roger Perry in the 36th, the race leader by 3 car lengths. Dwayne Dorr is back to 3rd. Lost that spot a moment ago by Lou Stoughton. Here comes Mancini to the inside of Dorr for 3rd.
So Mancini is on the move, but he can't get by Dwayne Dorr in car number 15. And Perry has been able to open up a pretty sturdy lead over Doughton. But remember, the Moose is usually tough when the laps are winding down. So Perry, it's not over yet. Moose Doughton will still have something to say about this one.
3 laps to go, make it 2.5 on the back straightaway. Roger Perry, the race leader. Moose Doughton in 2nd, closing quickly. But will he have enough time? Here comes Mancini to the inside of Dorr for the 3rd and 4th positions. John Puglisi to round out the front 5. 2 laps to go in the Sportsman feature. Back to turn number 2. And it's Roger Perry at the head of the field. Moose Doughton in the 2nd spot. 3rd, side by side between Mancini and Dorr. 5th Puglisi, 6th is Zemke. Phil Smith is in that battle as well, along with Adam Smith. White flag is out, 1 lap to go for Roger Perry. Car number 36 looking for his first win of the season. Leads into turn number 3 for the final time. Big crash back straightaway involving all the runners from 3rd on back. Off of turn 4, checkered is out. Roger Perry to take down the win. Everybody taking evasive action, racing back to the caution flag, and that one collected a bunch of them. Checkered is out on a wild last lap. It looks like the finish to the Winston there a few years ago for the Winston Cup cars, as everybody went scrambling, or racing Talladega on the last lap last October. Roger Perry takes his first win of 2002 for the Sportsman cars. Dwayne Dorr, tough break, climbs from the car, running for a spot inside of the top 5. Climbs out. We're in turn number 3. Moose Down came home second. John Puglisi in the 3rd spot. Car number 43, Phil Smith, was in that pack as well. And you can see what happened to car number 18. Tore up pretty bad. From Waterford, Connecticut, the Tom Shea Auto Body entry. Gonna need some work before next Saturday night.
Well, Kyle, Ricky, we're here in Victory Lane. A hectic scene here, but John Puglisi, another consistent performance for him. He's taking a deep breath because this was a real barn burner tonight at the Waterford Speedbowl. He's talking it over with Moose Stoughton. And let's bring John over, our 3rd place finisher tonight, John Puglisi. And John, it looked like you were dialed in for a 5th place finish. And how did you manage to maneuver your way into a podium spot?
I don't know, Matt. Somebody went 3 wide, I think, on the backstretch coming out of 2, and cars were spinning next to me. I don't even know who got it. I think 74 was one of the victims, and I just went around them and caught right up to the front runners.
Well, I guess this shows that if you stay determined, and good things can happen to a consistent driver.
All day we were pretty good. The car was good even tonight. Starting on the outside, I don't know how we would have fared out, but staying down low tonight, the car was pretty good. Like you said, a top 5. I want to congratulate the 36 on his win, and hope the guys are okay that were in the accidents.
Okay, thank you, our 3rd place finisher, John Puglisi. And now we move over to our number 2 finisher, another podium finish for Moose Stoughton. And Moose, it looked like you had a pretty good car tonight as you moved into 2nd place.
Oh, we had a great car tonight. Larry's Auto Sheet Shop motor was pulling. All the sponsors, M&W Sheet Metal, the bar, those curves, A1 graphics. My dog's place, Carson Store, everything came together. Just it was Perry's night. He deserved it. I'm happy for him.
But 3rd last week, 2nd tonight, and it looks like the warm weather is here, and so are podium finishes for Moose Stoughton.
Well, you know, a lot of it's patience, and I try to show patience. You can't tell, but I try to show it's working.
Well, a great run. Patience has paid off for the driver of car number 9, Moose Stoughton. And now we head over to Gatorade Victory Lane, and climbing out of the car, his first win of 2002, Roger Perry. And we are going to bring our winner over to have a word. A great performance by the driver of car number 36. Come on over, here he is, Roger Perry. And Roger, considering what happened on the final lap, the safest place on the track was in the lead, and that's where you were almost the entire race.
That's the only place to be. It's a real good feeling. I had a real good car tonight. Had an awesome crew helping me get this thing prepared. Number 1, this race is for my wife. It's her birthday on Monday. This one's hers.
Okay, and Roger just put a couple extra candles on that cake. What was the secret tonight? Why were you able to run so impressively?
I found out how to get my right foot all the way to the floor.
Okay, and it's still there. A great right foot and a great night for Roger Perry. And now to put the finishing touches on the night, Roger, you have something else to add?
Yes, I do. I want to also thank Kenny and Nancy Fenton and all the other sponsors on the car, because without them, I couldn't do anything. I couldn't be here. And Trudy, Cyril, I hope you're feeling better. This one's also for you.
Okay, a class act from Rhode Island, Roger Perry. And now to put the period on the sentence for tonight.